Before the world was formed, the word moved upon the waters, and from the vibration of the spoken decree, creation took shape. Every mountain, every star, every law of the universe was born from a single command. The same sacred current flows in you now, waiting to be spoken into motion. Your word is the master key that opens the vault of infinite supply. When you speak, heaven and earth align to fulfill your decree. When you remain silent, the universe waits in stillness, holding back its abundance until the voice of authority calls it forth. Say aloud now, I command wealth to appear. I command divine supply to flow. I command all doors of prosperity to open before me. Feel the air shift as your sound pierces the invisible. The vibration of your voice carries the signature of divinity itself, for within every syllable you utter lies the pattern of creation. You are not asking for wealth, you are instructing it to obey. You are not pleading with the universe, you are activating the eternal law that governs manifestation. You were never designed to chase after money. You were designed to call it, to decree it into form through the power of the spoken word. Every time you affirm with certainty, every time you command in faith, you reprogram the unseen substance of life. Matter rearranges, energy obeys, circumstances bend to accommodate your authority, the invisible becomes visible, and the impossible becomes ordinary. Say, my word is law, my decree is final, my vibration is wealth in motion. When you speak with conviction, the universe does not question you. It moves instantly because your word is the signal of divine intention. The law of command does not respond to hesitation or half-belief. It answers only to certainty, to the vibration of one who knows they are the vessel of divine will. Every declaration, world becomes what you say. Speak, and wealth becomes your servant. Speak, and the doors of heaven swing wide to deliver your command. Say aloud, my word is divine law in motion. My command is creation itself. I speak, and it is done. And as you speak, so it shall be. The law of vibration, you attract what you embody. Everything in existence moves, breathes, and vibrates with divine intelligence. The invisible pulse of the universe beats within every cell, every word, every thought you carry. Nothing is still, for all of life is energy in motion, and this motion is the language of God. You do not attract by begging or striving, you attract by being. You magnetize what matches your inner rhythm. You do not pull wealth with effort, you summon it with vibration. You do not chase love, you radiate it. You do not search for miracles. You become the frequency through which miracles manifest. Say aloud, I embody divine wealth. I vibrate with abundance. I live in the rhythm of infinite supply. Feel the truth of those words ripple through your being. For when your vibration changes, your world cannot remain the same. The law of vibration is absolute. It does not lie, it does not delay, it simply mirrors your inner state with precision. The outer world is not your reality, it is your reflection. The vibration you hold is the architect of all that appears before you. Your thoughts are not idle, they are waves. Your emotions are not random, they are magnets. Every feeling you nurture, every belief you sustain broadcasts a signal to the universe. That signal becomes form, that feeling becomes fate. You are broadcasting 24 hours a day, and the universe responds without hesitation. If you vibrate in lack, you draw more lack. If you vibrate in overflow, the floodgates open. The law is impartial, it simply obeys the frequency you emit. Say aloud, I am now attuned to the vibration of infinite wealth. I radiate the energy of divine opulence. My entire being sings the song of abundance. Do not try to attract wealth while vibrating in fear. Do not declare abundance while your heart trembles with doubt. You must become the thing you seek. Embody the emotion of fulfillment now, and reality will rush to match your inner conviction. The law of vibration does not wait for external proof. It manifests the instant your frequency stabilizes in truth. Everything you desire already exists in a higher vibration. Your task is to ascend to that frequency through thought, word, and feeling. When your vibration matches divine prosperity, money will chase you down. When your vibration resonates with divine health, every cell will regenerate. When your vibration harmonizes with love, every relationship will transform. You do not need to force. You need only to align. Say aloud, I align with divine success. I align with divine ease. I align with the frequency of miracles. Your vibration is your command. It is your unspoken decree. The universe listens not to words alone, but to the tone beneath them, the tone of belief, the resonance of certainty, the hum of divine knowing. You cannot deceive the law. You can only rise to meet it. When your heart beats in gratitude, when your mind dwells in joy, when your soul rests in knowing, you are vibrating in the realm of manifestation. The unseen begins to rearrange itself around your frequency. Doors open without effort. Ideas pour into your awareness. People appear in perfect timing. All because you are no longer begging. You are being, say aloud, I am the vibration of wealth. I am the pulse of divine plenty. I am the living rhythm of infinite supply. The law of vibration does not work for you. It works through you. It amplifies what you carry. Therefore, guard your energy as you would guard a treasure chest of gold. Let no fear dwell in your field, for fear lowers the rhythm of power. Let no resentment echo in your heart, for bitterness fractures the current of blessing. Stand tall in joy, radiate attitude, and pulse with confidence. This is the song that moves mountains. The wealth you seek is already resonating at a specific frequency. Tune yourself to it through faith and emotion. When your inner music matches the divine melody, the outer symphony will rearrange itself to your tune. The moment your vibration says, I have it, creation answers, it is done. Say aloud now with power, I am the frequency of fulfillment. I am the vibration of divine supply. I attract by being. I receive by alignment. I live as abundance itself. And as your vibration speaks, the universe bows to obey. The law of expectation. Faith is the currency of the universe. Expectation is the silent command that shapes destiny. It is the invisible decree that summons all things seen and unseen to align with the vibration of belief. What you expect, you permit. What you doubt, you reject. The law of expectation is the highest demonstration of faith, for it does not merely hope, it knows. Hope waits, but faith commands. Hope trembles, but expectation stands tall. When your faith becomes expectation, heaven and earth conspire to fulfill your decree. Say aloud, I expect miracles. Essence of absolute faith. When you wake each morning expecting good, you open the gates of blessing. When you expect joy, joy finds you. When you expect money, opportunities unfold from every direction. The universe cannot withhold from one who expects in faith. For expectation is the signature of divinity within you. It is God's own confidence echoing through your being. Say aloud, I expect divine supply to overflow now. I expect every promise fulfilled. I expect sudden miracles, swift provision, unstoppable success. Feel it as truth. See it as finished. Walk as though it were impossible to fail, for faith is not future, it is now. Expectation is not wish, it is command. The law obeys your conviction. Your expectation is the magnet that draws the infinite into form. Lift your head, fix your gaze, and declare with certainty, I expect, therefore I receive. I believe, therefore I manifest. My faith is the currency of creation, and I spend it boldly. And as you speak, so it is, fulfilled, multiplied, and made manifest by divine law. Oh, to let flow. Nothing you cling to can multiply. Nothing you grasp in fear can breathe. The moment you tighten your grip, you cut off the flow of divine supply. The law of release is the law of freedom. It is the key that unlocks the rivers of increase. To release is not to lose, it is to open the gates of abundance. To let go is to trust the rhythm of divine circulation. The one who clutches lives in scarcity, but the one who releases lives in endless overflow. Say aloud, I release all fear, I release all struggle, I release all that no longer serves divine good. When you release, you are not surrendering to loss. You are yielding to law. You are saying to the universe, I trust the process of life more than the illusion of control. Everything you fear to let go of becomes your chain. Everything you release becomes your blessing. The law of release demands your faith, for faith is proven by your willingness to let go before you see the replacement. You cannot receive with closed hands. You cannot drink from a cup already full. The universe cannot pour into what is already overflowing with yesterday's attachments. When you release, you make room for the new. When you let go, you invite the divine to do its work. You cannot both control and create. You cannot both fear and flow. Say aloud, I let go of resistance, I let go of doubt, I let go of the need to know how. The moment you speak these words in faith, the current of divine supply begins to move. Opportunities long delayed begin to find you. The universe rushes to fill the vacuum created by your release. This is the law of circulation, the giving and receiving that keeps life alive. The miser withholds and becomes poor. The giver releases and becomes rich. What you send out, you summon back multiplied. Your release is your act of trust. It is your proof that you believe in the abundance of divine order. To release an outcome is to proclaim, I already have it in essence, I now allow it in form. To release a fear is to declare, I am already safe in the arms of divine supply. To release control is to affirm, the infinite mind manages my affairs with precision and perfection. Say aloud, I release all struggle and divine order now takes over. When you let go, the burden leaves your shoulders, and the power of spirit takes command. Every miracle that has ever been born came through someone who was willing to release. Release the past, and your future unfolds. Release resentment, and love returns. Release scarcity, and money begins to flow. The river of divine supply cannot move through blocked channels. You must clear the way through release. The law of release is not passive, it is the highest form of divine action. It is the action of trust, the movement of power through faith. To release is to say, I no longer block my blessings with fear. I now stand open to infinite supply. The one who releases becomes unstoppable because no thing can hold back the one who is free. Say aloud, I let go of all that binds. I let flow all that blesses. I am one with the rhythm of divine increase. The wind cannot blow through a clenched fist, and wealth cannot flow through a heart bound in worry. Release everything that tells you it must be hard. Release the thought that you must struggle for what is already yours. Release the illusion of lack and the dream of delay. Speak your release as law, and the floodgates of heaven will respond. The universe abhors stagnation. Life is meant to move, to circulate, to expand. When you hold on in fear, you defy the movement of life. But when you release, life rushes back with power. That which you feared to lose transforms into more than you imagined. The divine never takes, it multiplies. It never removes, it replaces with greater good. Say aloud, I release with faith, I let go with peace. I allow divine abundance to flow freely through me. And as you release, the law of increase fulfills its promise. What was withheld is released. What was delayed is accelerated. What was blocked is now flowing. The moment you let go, the universe moves. The instant you trust, heaven responds. Release is the key to riches, the gateway to miracles, the secret of divine command. Say aloud once more with full authority, I let go, therefore I receive. I release, therefore I expand. I allow, therefore I overflow. And as you speak it, the river flows again. Unstoppable, unlimited, eternal. The law of identity. Remember who you are, the source in expression. Before time was named, before form took shape, you existed as pure power, pure light, pure knowing. You were not created, you were emanated from the infinite. You are not a fragment, you are the full expression of divine intelligence in motion. The law of identity commands you to remember, you are not separate from the source. You are the source revealing itself as you. You are the Word made flesh, the divine principle embodied, the invisible God expressing in visible form. Forgetfulness is the only sin, remembrance the only redemption. The moment you remember who you are, all lack dissolves, all confusion ceases, all limitation bows. Say aloud, I am not small, I am not separate, I am the living current of infinite power. Feel those words stir the truth in your bones. You are not reaching for abundance. You are abundance in expression. You are not praying for power. You are power personified. The same intelligence that spins galaxies beats your heart. The same law that governs the stars governs your prosperity. You are not a child begging from heaven. You are heaven unfolding through human form. When you forget your divine identity, you begin to struggle, to strive, to chase what was never missing. You begin to pray to a God outside you, instead of commanding from the God within you. But the awakened soul no longer asks. It decrees. The enlightened mind no longer hopes. It knows. Say aloud, I am the source in action. I am divine supply made visible. I am the power of creation wearing the mask of form. Everything in your world is a mirror of your identity. The poor man does not need money, he needs remembrance. The sick do not need healing, they need awakening. The fearful do not need safety, they need revelation. For the moment one remembers, I and the Father are one, all lesser conditions dissolve before the flame of divine recognition. You are not here to become, you are here to remember. All becoming ends when you awaken to being. Say aloud, I remember who I am. I am the voice of divine law. I am the thought of God in motion. When you walk in this awareness, you move as the authority of heaven on earth. You speak, and the invisible rearranges itself to match your decree. You command, and creation responds. You expect, and manifestation appears. For the source cannot deny itself, and you are that. The universe is not your master, it is your mirror. It shows you what you believe you, or self to be. If you see lack, it is your reflection of separation. If you see overflow, it is your reflection of remembrance. The law of identity is the foundation of all manifestation. Until you know who you are, every prayer is a whisper into emptiness. But once you remember, every word becomes law. Every thought becomes form. Every desire becomes decree. You are the outlet of the infinite, the channel through which the eternal expresses. Your face is the face of God individualized. Your breath is the rhythm of divine intention. Your life is the evidence that the infinite desired to be seen. I say aloud, I am the source in expression. I am wealth revealed, I am power demonstrated, I am divine perfection unfolding now. The illusion of distance between you and your good collapses in this truth. You do not move toward abundance. You radiate it. You do not earn divine favor. You are divine favor embodied. You do not summon miracles. They appear naturally when you live as the vibration of the Creator. Remember this law: what you claim as your identity becomes your experience. If you say, I am tired, life agrees. If you say, I am overflowing with power, the universe confirms it. Every I am is a creation code. Guard it, for it writes your reality. Speak only that which reflects your true nature as divine. Say aloud, I am divine mind thinking. I am divine wealth multiplying. I am divine power expanding through me. And as you say it, feel the boundaries of limitation fall away. You are not flesh trying to reach the heavens. You are heaven descending into flesh. You are the infinite remembering itself. You are the answer to your own prayer. Declare now with full command, I am the source in expression. I am one with the law, one with the power, one with the infinite good. I am not becoming, I am. And as this truth resounds through every cell of your being, Reality bends to bow before its master. The law obeys identity, and identity obeys truth. Remember who you are, and the universe will remember you. The law of immediate manifestation. Heaven responds at the speed of faith. In the realm of spirit there is no delay. Time is the invention of the doubting mind. The instant you believe without hesitation, the law moves. Heaven does not wait, it responds. Creation is immediate when faith is absolute. The universe does not count your hours, it measures your conviction. The law of immediate manifestation is not a mystery, it is divine precision. What you decree in unwavering faith becomes form at the speed of your certainty. Faith is the voltage that powers creation. The stronger the current, the faster the result. Say aloud, I believe now, I receive now, I manifest now. Feel those words ignite the invisible. There is no distance between your command and its completion. The moment your word is spoken in divine faith, the unseen begins to rearrange itself. Circumstances shift, doors unlock, money moves, energy flows. Heaven does not postpone obedience, it mirrors belief in real time. When your heart aligns with the vibration of absolute knowing, manifestation is instant. Faith is not hope. It is ownership. It does not say, it will be. It declares it already is. When you speak in that vibration, the universe rushes to confirm your decree. You do not wait for signs, the signs wait for you. You do not hope for evidence, your faith creates the evidence. The substance of things hoped for becomes visible the moment faith speaks without contradiction. Say aloud, I am the faith that manifests instantly. I am the decree that heaven fulfills without delay. Every word you speak in faith carries the speed of divine command. Every thought of certainty becomes form the moment it is believed. The delay you see is only the shadow of doubt. Erase the doubt, and manifestation appears as swiftly as lightning. For divine supply is not slow, it is immediate, but it awaits your unwavering signal. You are the conductor of divine electricity. Faith is the switch that releases power. When the switch is turned fully on, the current flows without resistance. When the switch flickers between belief and fear, the current wavers and the flow falters. Pure faith is pure power. The instant you say, it is done, and mean it with every cell of your being, the law of life moves faster than time itself. Say aloud, I command with certainty. I believe without fear. I manifest without delay. The one who lives by faith does not watch the clock. They know divine timing is not slow. It is perfect. The delay is not in the heavens, it is in the hesitation of the heart. The moment you remove the question mark from your prayer, the universe delivers the exclamation of fulfillment. Heaven has no storage rooms. Every answered prayer exists in the eternal now, waiting for the key of faith to open the door. The law of immediate manifestation operates beyond logic. It responds not to effort, but to inner authority. You cannot work for miracles. You must be the miracle. You cannot chase what is already yours. You must recognize and claim it. Manifestation happens not when you try harder, but when you believe deeper. Say aloud, it happens now. My good is here. My supply is visible. My miracle is manifested. Do not look to see if it worked. Look within, and know that it must. Faith does not check for proof. Faith is the proof. Every time you declare with conviction, the law of spirit stamps it as finished. The material world then rushes to catch up with your spiritual decree. Understand this truth. Heaven has no waiting line. The moment your consciousness aligns with divine certainty, creation responds in perfect synchronicity. Time bends, distance collapses, matter rearranges itself. You are the master frequency that calls form into being. The more certain your tone, the faster the universe moves to obey. Say aloud, I move at the speed of faith. I live in the now of manifestation. I am the word made instant. Release the thought of waiting. Waiting is the confession of doubt. Speak only as one who commands. Act as one who already has. Live as one who knows that heaven responds immediately to the vibration of certainty. Faith is divine immediacy in motion. It does not plead, it proclaims. It does not wish, it knows. It does not delay, it demands. The one who walks in faith walks in miracles without measure. The one who speaks in faith speaks worlds into being. Say aloud, "My word is law now. My faith is complete now. My manifestation is here now." And, as you speak, so it becomes. The universe moves at the speed of your belief. Heaven responds to the rhythm of your certainty. When faith stands tall, creation cannot delay. For to the one who truly believes, manifestation is not coming, it is already here.